Hey sweethearts! So this will be my first Q&A actually, and I just asked some few questions on Instagram and I'm gonna answer them. I also included I think 1 or 2 questions which I just get asked so often on Instagram. I always answer, but I'm just like, maybe I should answer this in here too. So maybe I won't get asked as often. It's fine of course, but yeah, it's just a bit annoying after a while. I'm also gonna drink some tea now. I hope I'm not just ready. I just came home. We were just going out to eat with my family. Okay, this is still too hot. Because you should stay hydrated. Okay, I wrote my questions down here. And I will just start with a question everyone always asks me, and that's where do you get your clothing and how? So I get like 99% of my stuff secondhand. I don't really go to secondhand shops here because first of all where I live there's no good secondhand shop at all. Sometimes in Vienna, if I ever go there, there are some nice secondhand store, like Humana is one called, but I don't know, I don't really go there often. But I usually just go to auction site. I usually shop through Yahoo Auctions, Japan, Frill Japan recently, also Wunderwelt.Japan is a great site for secondhand. With Yahoo Auctions and Frill you need a shopping service, and I can't really recommend one at this very moment because I used to use Buyee, but a big package got lost and I got my refund through PayPal, and they were always like, you have to repay us, and they were totally obnoxious, and I was like, no, because it was even insured shipping, so why the hell should I pay them if my package gets lost? And they were really rude, and in the end, after like a half a year, they said the package arrived back at their place, that I should pay, and I was like, no bitch, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna pay that after half a year, and especially after how you treated me. You treated me like a criminal, and so I was just like, no, I'm not gonna shop there again. Also think I couldn't shop there again. But with Buyee, other than that they can be very rude, the shipping was pretty fast. I didn't get many custom fees at all. But they're really rude, and if a package gets lost, definitely always pay through PayPal because I don't trust them, to be honest. But you can also change the invoice, which can be good if you get charged a lot from customs. Especially, I heard that in Canada it's really bad. I'm not sure why it's exactly only in Canada, but apparently it is. But at the moment I used Japan, but I can't say much about them because I chose really bad, not bad, but really slow shipping because I'm a cheap ass. It cost like 1,800 yen, which is still enough in my opinion, which is like 12 euros. And I paid for one item until December 27th, and I still haven't got it because I also made a bigger order, and I consolidated them into one package, so I had 2 packages, and with both I chose the cheapest option, and apparently they didn't send my package from December 27th out, and they sent me an email if I really want to choose this slow shipping, and I didn't see that email for a while, and only after I answered yes, they shipped both packages out. So only on February, at the beginning of February, they shipped my package out, and they told me that it takes 2 to 3 months, and I still haven't got anything. It's probably not their fault, but also it's honestly a bit annoying. And sometimes if an item you ordered is not available anymore, they don't really refund you. They will if you tell them, but they're not really the best with that. And I was just like, yeah, why do I need to ask to refund it, because you have to refund it? But other than that, their customer service, they answer very fast, and I can tell you more when my packages hopefully arrive. I also recently ordered something else, but this time I chose EMS for 2,800 yen. I also got some, not only one item but some more, because yeah, maybe that will arrive. I will let you know. I might just review the Japan as a shopping service. Also heard some people using Tenshi, but just see for yourself what you like. I can't recommend you any shopping service for sure which is great, which is cheap, but just to let you know, you have to use shopping services for those websites. Yeah, what else? For the brands I like, when I first started, I basically, I started buying secondhand, I basically only bought Lisa, but recently I'm shifting more towards Lolita. Not that I don't like Lisa anymore, it's just become a bit less, and I still wear my favorite items and stuff, but it's become less or more into like WC. I really like WC. I haven't got anything from them yet. Of course, I also love Swimmer, but they're closed now. Of course, I can still get some things secondhand. Lisa, but also Angelic Pretty, and I always search for great deals on secondhand sites. But if you don't want to use a shopping service, Wunderwelt, or I forgot, Closet Child is also a second-hand store in Japan, but they also ship internationally. And I think their prices are okay, and if you don't want to hassle with a shopping service, they don't add any fees with Wunderwelt or Closet Child. Those are pretty great websites to get your second-hand stuff too. I have ordered one item from Wunderwelt, and it came super fast, and it was in great condition, and the shipping was also right. I think I paid like 11 euros, which is totally fine. I bought a Baby the Starshine Bright blouse, and yeah, everything was fine. I used to order from Taobao. I think at the beginning, one of my oldest videos is a haul from Taobao, but I honestly recently stopped because I realized I used to not buy from AliExpress because I was really suspicious, because at least from my country you can't really pay with PayPal, and I normally don't pay. I don't have a credit card. I can either pay with bank account or PayPal, so I was really suspicious of that. But I used to recommend Taobao, but honestly there's so many scamming sites, and the prices are getting higher and higher, so it's not really, it won't really save you any money to buy from Taobao anymore. So that's why I wouldn't really recommend Taobao anymore. The things I'm wearing is, funnily enough, all of the things I'm wearing today are from Taobao, but they're from a long time ago. I got this sweater and this top. Everyone always asks me about it. It's from Taobao, but I bet you can find it on AliExpress. So I will recommend AliExpress for new stuff, but I usually don't really get new stuff, like really new stuff, unless something I really want. Or shoes. I got some shoes off AliExpress. Or Wish. Wish seems to be quite good too. I will also review both those places because I'm getting a few pieces from them. Yeah, I will totally do that. So, secondhand. I mostly get my stuff secondhand. So, your auctions, Frill, Closet Child, Wunderwelt. You need a shopping service. That's honestly mostly where I get, because I get it asked so many times. Also, I go to Primark when I can. We don't have one here, to buy like small stuff, accessories to modify, and just cute stuff. Not clothing usually, but just pajamas and stuff. That's great because you can afford it as well. First of all, secondhand is good for the environment, and the price is good for your budget. And I also understand if you go to Primark. I do it too, and they have cheap stuff. And for pajamas and stuff, I think it's, well, there are worse places where you could get the stuff. And honestly, like, they just discovered that ASOS was had child workers again, so it's good if you really don't want to support anyone who is kind of suspicious with who makes the clothing, but it's kind of hard. the best option if you don't want to do it is just buy secondhand. Just do that. I mostly do that too, so yeah. I know, who asked me this? I'm sorry, I tried to write the names down, but I asked a long time ago and I apparently didn't write everyone down. Someone asked me, what fictional character do you relate to most and why? And I had kind of a hard time, but I chose... Have you watched the anime Little Witch Academia? I just watched it recently and I really liked it. And I kind of identify with Akko because she's a really bad witch, but she tries really hard because I can really relate to her with me when it comes to maths, because everyone else seems to kind of get it. And I'm always studying a lot, but I have a hard time because I have dyscalculia, if you know that. It's basically like dyslexia, but in maths, and I have a really hard time getting my shit together with maths. I always study, and I always try, and I always fall down, but I just have hope that one day I will make it, and that's why I identify with Akko from Little Witch Academia a lot. If you have watched this, you know why it gives me some hope. Also, just a small recommendation, just go watch Little Witch Academia. It's on Netflix actually, even on the Austrian one, so I bet you can watch it everywhere. Also, especially from my younger days, Barb from Stranger Things, because she's always the friend who is only like everyone's partying and she's there. She comes to the party but it's really awkward and nobody likes her. I can really relate to her, especially when I was younger, like 14, 15, I really felt like that. She also has super cool glasses, and I also think my glasses are cool. By the way, I'm trying out if my quality is better if I don't wear glasses, but I'm not sure if that helps, because it sometimes gets like weird recently. I don't know if it helps, but now I can't see. So yeah. Also, when I was younger, I also identified with Lisa Simpson from The Simpsons a lot. I don't know. She's vegetarian, I'm vegan, I don't know, and she was always like, save the animals, and I don't know, she's always trying, I like her, and she's just getting bullied in school, nobody likes her. I was always like that too, back when I was younger, so also great to them. Ichigo.fox on Instagram asked me, I really like her, hello. Why are you so pretty and cute? Why are you so pretty and cute and nicely cute? I don't know. Why are you? I had to answer this. So, Cupcake asked me, when did you start wearing kawaii and cute fashion? I started dressing alternatively at age 11, 12, but it was really black. And with neon colors back then, and then it was all black because I had my emo face, I had my scene face. So yeah, I had that for a long time. I also had really shitty hair. I damaged my hair a lot with straightener. I have really natural, really curly hair. I always kind of manage it, so that's why it always looks a bit, I don't know. Yeah, I started at age 11, 12, so it's 10 years actually. If I started at age 11 and turned 21 this year, for 10 years. Okay. Bunny Frills asked me a lot of questions. Thank you, by the way, because I didn't get too many questions. What is your favorite clothing store? I kind of answered this before, but I will again to repeat. I don't know if I would have said Lisa not long ago, but not anymore. Especially, honestly, I don't like the new designs. But their like lavender ribbon bear skirt, that was nice. I still want it, but can't afford the original one. I like their scarves. But recently I don't really like Lisa anymore, so sorry. Like the recent things, I of course always got it secondhand, but it seems like they just repeat themselves every year. Like, it's really boring and I'm really not impressed. They have some good pieces sometimes, but I don't know. but recently I discovered WC. I really like that store. Also kind of like Wigo and Spins now. I'm not sure yet, but they're good. But at the moment I'm definitely obsessed with Angelic Pretty. But I can't of course afford their like normal stuff. Always have to search for someone selling it for cheap. And also Swimmer, which is pretty dumb to say, but honestly I really liked them, but they're closed now, so I just searched for them second time. But I do have some, like, quite a lot of pieces, and I'm getting some in the mail too. So if you can get Swimmer, it's nice. Yeah, so Angelic Pretty and WC are the available favorites at the moment, I'd say. And of course I get some random stuff from AliExpress or Wish, like I said. I recently started shopping there, I really like it. Yeah. Do you have any secret talents you'd like to share? By the way, all the last questions are from Bunnyface. She's also on YouTube and on Instagram. She's really sweet. Thank you for all the questions, by the way. Okay, so do you have any secret talents you'd like to show? I'm not really that special. I don't know, do something weird with my tongue, or I don't know, flick my knuckles or something. But I guess my talent is that if I learn, or no, if I see a word, for example in English, it's not my native language, but if I see it and I don't know it, then I'll look it up and I'll just remember it. Yeah, I'm good at remembering vocabulary. At least something, I guess. And maybe also that I can really remember numbers from like bus times, book pages and stuff really well for whatever reason. I can always say, like, I don't know, 2:45, I don't know why. Also birthdays, like my boyfriend never knows when his friends have a birthday, and if I heard it once, I know it. I was just like, oh, it's his birthday, so she was like, oh really, you're right. Yeah, that's kind of weird talent, which is really weird, because other than that, I have a hard time understanding numbers because I have dyscalculia. So I don't know, that's a weird talent, but I'm not too special. So I'm gonna drink my tea now. Oh, maybe my weird talent is that I can drink like 8 liters a day. I usually drink like 5. I don't know, I sweat a lot and I'm thirsty. My go-to beverage. If I go to a restaurant, I usually order like plain tap water. I'm really boring like that. I also drink a lot of green tea, like right now. But if I want to drink something fancy, I go for matcha latte with soy milk at Starbucks, or chai latte with coconut milk at Lieblingscafé. It's my favorite cafe in where I live, in Bregenz. I don't live in Bregenz, but it's our capital. But yeah, also like beer if I have to drink something alcoholic. But honestly, water, green tea. If I'm fancy, matcha latte mostly. I really like matcha stuff. I wish there were more matcha candy. Yeah. Also hope this angle isn't too weird. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. What else? This was kind of hard and I feel kind of dumb. If you were a magical character, what would you be? My first thought was a unicorn, but I don't know. Everyone seems to hate unicorns now because everyone kind of used them too much. Like Frozen stuff, but I still like unicorns. So I don't know, I'm a unicorn. I'm sparkly and cute and I'm rainbow, colorful. Or maybe a fluffy owl or something. But I don't know, a unicorn. I'm not too good at answers like this. Okay, this question was really long, but I thought it was cool. What's your favorite part of your childhood you wish you could bring in today? Like, it can be, she told me it can be TV shows or food or something you want to bring back today. So first of all, Cartoon Network. I'm not sure how it is in the rest of the world, but we used to have Cartoon Network just on the TV. and it wasn't in German, it was either in English or French, but I don't know. When I was a kid I always watched it with my dad, and it reminds me of good times with my dad. We always watched Dexter, not the scary show, but if you know Dexter, I really liked it as a kid. Also stuff like Powerpuff Girls or Looney Tunes, Roadrunner I love to watch. I'd love to bring Roadrunner back. Do you know Roadrunner? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, just Cartoon Network, because after a while, I don't know, it was pay TV I think, and I'm not sure if you can even watch it today. But yeah, I think I picked up some English as a kid, and it was probably good for my brain to watch that. I remember not really understanding much because I was literally a toddler, but it was fun. And my dad told me what it meant if I didn't understand. Also, like some food, it still exists, but does it count if I say I want to bring back choco buns from Kinder, but in vegan, because I really miss them, but I want the vegan version so I can eat it now? Yeah, whatever. Also from Milka. Milka is, by the way, from, you probably all, if you aren't vegan, you're probably totally obsessed with Milka if you aren't from Austria, because Milka is literally made like 1 hour from here. That's where they started, but they're honestly assholes. But I loved, they basically put air into the chocolate and then it got little like bubbles. It was called soufflé or something, and if that was vegan and they could bring it back in vegan, I'd eat it. It was really nice. I'm so boring. Yeah, Cartoon Network. Roadrunner especially, and Dexter. It's not like I really watch TV anymore, but maybe I would if they had. Yeah, what else? I don't know, they brought back a lot actually, like light up shoes and stuff, because I was born in 97, but there was still a lot of 90s things. But there was this 90s trend where it brought back a lot of stuff from my childhood anyway, so I don't know, like chokers and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I'm fine on that. I think that was it. That's crazy. Did it also? Yeah, if you have any more questions, either leave them down below in my DMs on Instagram, and I might reply to you if you like this. I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty fun. If you like this, let me know. If you don't like it, it's also fine. Let me know too. If you're not really interested in, I don't know, questions, and if you don't like Q&As, it's fine. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you're doing well. I have a lovely, lovely day, because it's really nice outside. I'm gonna go catch some Pokemon with your boyfriend soon. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Bye!